YouTube, what it do, man? It's your boy Benji, and we back balling. If you're new, please don't forget to subscribe.
Tell your mans to chill. Yo, who mans is this? Somebody come get this.
Alright, guys, so no lie, things got off to a negative start. Don't really know what happened, but it happened fast. Apparently, Beverley replied to somebody's comment on Twitter, and things have erupted since. Let's see Beverley's response. I'm trying to be quiet too, because it's kind of late actually while I'm recording this.
Harold goes, honest question, why do NBA players play so hard in random open gyms in the summer but give no effort in the All-Star game with millions watching? My response is because All-Stars take the game for granted. It's not one All-Star on a basketball court. It's just good, naturally good bump.
I think this is a solid question to ask. I mean, you see a lot of these one-on-ones, 5-on-5s, and dudes are hooping. It's more entertaining to watch that than it probably is to watch All-Star game.
The Young response was,
he said, relax, let us speak for ourselves. Interesting.
I don't know. I don't think he's in a position to speak. I don't think he's won enough to even speak to me like that or tweet me like that. He's been to the playoffs 3 times. I've been to the playoffs 9.
9 is more than 3.
He's been in the NBA 7 years. My first 7 years, I didn't miss the playoffs at all.
Interesting.
In the Western Conference.
Interesting.
Right? His rebuttal was probably going to be, yeah, you want the main player on the team. You're absolutely right. But this is why it's a team. I talk to people who play in Atlanta. They don't want to play there.
Why?
They don't think he's a good leader. They don't think he's a good teammate. This is not coming from me, motherfucker. This is coming from Joe Blow over here. Trae.
Oh, see? It went from one thing we comparing your accolades, but now he's an active player, and you're saying that nobody wants to play in Atlanta with you while he's going through trade rumors.
You can score all the points you want. You can make all the money you want. You can have all the leading assists you want. You can do all that. If you don't win, that shit won't matter. If you don't win, when you're retired, they're going to forget your name fast, too.
Hey, some of these dudes that win, they forget their names, too.
I don't even think he has the wiggle room to talk about, fuck, are you not playing hard for an All-Star game? You're not like you're playing in the playoffs. The fuck?
So what do you think his point is?
I don't know. I think
he's trying to put himself above you?
I think so. Like, let us speak. Like, we mean, okay, well, let the motherfuckers who played in the playoffs more than 9 years speak to them before you speak. Motherfucker you played with told me, Pat, man, that shit ain't the Atlanta Hawks. That shit called the Trae Hawks.
Interesting.
And then the first word he used is relax. And I'm like, motherfucker, relax. You should be uncomfortable. You should be more uncomfortable. All right? That's the problem. You're too motherfucking relaxed. 7 years, you made the playoffs 3 motherfucking times. You're too relaxed. Motherfucker, get uncomfortable. Really get uncomfortable and lead your motherfucking team to some more wins and playoff push. The game is better. The game needs that from you. Trust me. It's kids up here that look up to you. You talking about me fucking relax. You get uncomfortable. I challenge you to do that.
See, this is where, for the most part of this message, I don't draw an issue. If I had to provide my commentary, he's not wrong. But bringing in the trade rumors, that's...
Don't put yourself up here, right, because you score a lot of points and a lot of assists, but you lose.
Well, it seems like he's just trying to take it as a chance to take a shot that you haven't been in an All-Star game.
Obviously, but I've been on teams who won 50 games. I don't know what missing the playoff feels like. I have to tell my family every year, Daddy be home in June. I don't know what April and early May in Atlanta feels like. I don't. Knee deep in the trenches.
I mean, I think the obvious answer to the actual question is that people are trying to get better in the summertime, and nobody's trying to get better during the All-Star game. They're trying to, just get a fancy layup.
Okay, well, if that's the case, go get MVP every year in the All-Star game. Then I won't say shit to you. You relax. Motherfucker, you know what? Don't relax. You get uncomfortable. Fuck that. You're too relaxed. You're too motherfucking cool. Stop.
Oh, man, we got KD in the comments. Hey, this getting out of hand, P. You sound delusional, brother. Trae Young took his team to the Eastern Conference Finals. You threw your jersey to the stands for winning the play-in. You're not the same. Trae Young, 713 playoff points. Pat Bev, 581. 9 playoff appearances for Pat, 3 for Trae Young. In my first 7 years, I didn't miss the playoffs at all. That's a quote from Pat Bev. Someone remind Bev that his role and Trae's role are vastly different. Young is asked to drive the bus. Bev is simply a passenger. Oh my goodness. People on the internet siding with Trae. Bench players talking like starters. I knew somebody was going to attach this. Oh no. Stephen A. Smith has been getting dragged for years by NBA players for saying stuff like this. It's funny to see ex-players become the media and do the exact same thing. Truly, I think there's a true comment to be made about that, because we've talked plenty about the guys that are supposed to be the new media, and these dudes are doing the same things. They're falling for the same tactics. They're going for the same clickbait. They're beginning the same talking points. This one went viral too. Pat Bev scored 36 total points in 6 games of the conference finals. Trae Young scored 48 points and 11 assists in his first ever conference finals game. What do you mean he can't speak to you? So things got crazy because Trae Young came out the cut and he dropped a 12-minute video addressing Patrick Beverley. We're going to hear it.
Hold the mic. What's up, everybody? it's not. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Right? They're good. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of From the Point by your favorite point. Let's get into it, man. Just wanted to chop it up with y'all. Some things have been said. Obviously, a lot of people talking right now. I hate we had to come to this. The tweet I sent out a few days ago, multiple days ago, I had already forgotten about. I'm going to explain my tweet a little bit later. But right now, I just want to talk about Pat. This isn't the way I wanted to do things. Obviously, you can tell I'm getting ready for the season. You know what it is. We call it wolfing, getting ready for the season. Focus, I'm grinding. I don't really do this podcast thing every day. Since you do, this is a special episode for you. Even got my own mic stand, everything just for you today. But for me, I wanted to talk some facts. Actually, the whole time, that's all we're going to talk about. It's just straight facts. Let's talk about how you were a one-time first-team all-defensive player, a two-time second-team defensive player. Some accolades people can only dream of having. Not a lot of people in the NBA can even say that they've had those type of accolades. We naming facts. Those are unbelievable. Those are unbelievable achievements and things nobody can ever take away from you. You said it. You went to the playoffs 9 times. I've only been to the playoffs 3. You're right. You have 6 more playoff appearances than me. Let's bring up some more facts. You've been to 1 conference finals. I've been to 1 conference finals. What year was that for you? Just another fact. Year 9. The year I made it was year 3. Just a fact. You want to know another one? You averaged 7 points and 2 is. I don't even know why I'm doing this. Like I'm really not even here to talk about my numbers, but here they are. Let's get into some more facts. Actually, you talk about a winner. What have you won?
We here for the negativity.
Tell me, what
Nah, I'm really here for the positivity. But this is funny to watch.
have you won? And don't respond.
I kind of agree with that. It's tough for you to bring up the fact that you've won games, but you haven't won the big deal. You haven't won the conference finals. You haven't won the championship. So you bringing up the fact that you won doesn't really mean much.
With that, like, sympathy, I won in life, I won in basketball because you did, man. You made it to the NBA. There's very few many people that can say that. But at the same time, bro, it's levels to this shit. And I don't respond to a lot of people. There's been a lot of things said about me over the years. There's been a lot of fake things that have been reported about me and in my time in Atlanta, and I've been quiet. But you, out of all people,
That's crazy.
should really know me. Out of all people that do a lot of talking for a living should know me. Just me and you. What you did versus me, what I did versus you. Granted, when I came into the league, you were going into year 7. It's just different timetables, I get it. You're a little bit later into your career. I was 19, about to be 20, going into my rookie season. Do you want to know your age going into your rookie season? You were 24, your first year in the NBA. So you're talking about uncomfortable. Man, you don't know what uncomfortable is. Not in my world. We all have different things. We all have different battles that we fight with on and off the court. Me saying that doesn't make it seem like you ain't never been through nothing. Don't get it twisted. And that's why I'm not tweeting you. I'm letting you know face to face. We talking basketball here. You don't know what it's like to be in my position. You don't know what it's like to put these shoes on. You don't know what it's like, man. And that's why I'm here, having this conversation with you, having to clear up context with you. Because these same people that you saying were my teammates that were calling you, telling you that it ain't the Atlanta Hawks, it's the Trae Hawks. I'm sure they're the same people that have my number that you could have called me and asked me to have this conversation off the camera or off social media. Just like you asked KD to do when he tried to come at you today. I wanted to take that route that Jaylen Brown took with...
Hold on. I didn't see that. Oh, yeah. Twin did reply. And it's crazy that, KD is literally Mr. Twitter Fingers. If Mr. Twitter Fingers is telling you need to relax, you need to relax. But he's a perspective. You should definitely know about that. I'm in the H if you want to chat. That is interesting. Why did you reply on your podcast to him? But maybe the relationship was different. He's not cool with that. Let's go back to Trae Young's feed.
It's Stephen A. Smith and tell you to state your source. State your source. You in the media field now. I don't look at you as a player. State your source. Which teammate of mine told me that it's the Trae Hawks? It ain't the Atlanta Hawks. Because I would tell you myself, I have a lot of teammates I keep in touch with. A lot that I know you know. So I want you to state your source. Because I know some guys that were my teammates that are in the media field. You can be the guy that changes this whole game. Just state your source. It's part of it. I challenge you. But wait, we got some more facts for you. And this has nothing to do with any of the guys' legacies and players that I'm about to name. Because to be honest, I didn't really want to mention anybody's name in this. Because this is between me and you. You play with some big-time players, my guy. You talk about winning and impact winning and all these things. You've been on some teams with some big-time players. How about I go through a list of these guys? LeBron, Giannis, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Ant-Man, Cat. And we're not even going to talk about how we celebrate play-in wins. I win play-in games on the road, and I'm ready to get to the playoffs. You win play-in games at home, and you standing on the scores table acting like it's a championship. We celebrate wins different, too. But let me get back to these guys. You've had some great teammates over these years that you've only been able to make the conference finals with because your impact was that strong. One time, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Sweet Lemon Pepper Lou, and Dwight Howard. I can go on and on. Them is just the Hall of Famers that I could just pop on the list right now. Let's not name some of the guys that I know may have listened to you when they was around you, but the way they act is not the way you act, even from the young guys who are going to be future Hall of Famers. A guy who just won MVP, a guy who just won a championship. I know he looked up to you as a rookie, but you saw what happened when he left. But we don't even need to get into that. Some of them are still adding on to their legacies in the game of basketball. We're talking basketball here. In one conference finals to show for it, your impact for winning was very strong, huh? And this ain't no shot again to them guys, because I know from being in my shoes, I know how hard it is to win in this league. I know how much luck you have to have on your side to win at a high level and go play into June, like you said, because you play in June every year, huh? You've been able to play with all these guys, and you talk about impact winning. Where was your real impact in winning? I know you were labeled as a tough defender, a great defender, and the accolades say that you were. But I promise you, anytime you was on the court with me, I was never scared of you. I was never scared of Patty Bev. I promise you. And as you can tell, Patty don't scare me now. And also, let me clarify my tweet for you, since you want to do it this way. Relax. Let us speak for ourselves. It's simply just that. Let us speak for ourselves. Some of us have different opinions than others. But if you have somebody who's a non-All-Star, who's never been to the All-Star game, never even had a chance, or even felt like he had a chance when he was playing in this league, say that the guys who are All-Stars take the game for granted when we play him. I can't speak for every All-Star that's been there. I can only speak for myself. And I just wanted to let you know that you need to relax, because not every All-Star that's played in the game or plays in the game wants to play the way we do, or wants to see the type of performances that we've had. So when I say let us speak for ourselves, I mean just that, Patty. Let the All-Stars speak about us. Let the All-Stars speak about the game. Everybody has an opinion. You have an opinion, but just don't be disrespectful, especially coming from somebody who's been in the game, who's been carried by a lot of All-Stars. A lot of these wins that you say you've had, being a winning player in the NBA, a lot of those wins, basically every single one of those wins, you were being carried by an All-Star, if not two at the same time. So for me, I just took offense that you could even come out and even say that we take the game for granted because of what you see on 1-2 hours on a Sunday night as a fan watching the game. I'm just disappointed as an NBA brother of yours that you would come out and say something like that. If you really know me, you really know how much I care about the game of basketball, you really know how much I'd rather see my teammates succeed than me, no matter what my numbers look like. I'm sorry the way I play the game, the way I can come off a pick and roll and find somebody to score or actually put the ball in the basket myself. The numbers generate the way they do, but I promise it's not a selfish bone in my body. But I know a lot of people was wanting me probably just to listen to that Drake song and post that bar. We all know how that goes, but I wanted to play your game because I know you wanted to react to me and say what you said about me for attention, for some subscribers, for some likes. I hope you get all the attention and all the love out of this that you wanted, all that you ever wanted. Here you go. But I promise you, this is the last time I'm talking about it. I got to go get ready for a season. I got to go get ready to try to win a championship. I'm going into year 8. I'm about to be 27. You're 37, my guy. I'm going into year 8. About to be 27. I ain't even enter my prime. I'm glad you transitioned over into the media field. I wish you nothing but the best. I will forever be pro player in whatever we do. And I'm just leaving here with this. I want us as players that if we do leave the game and go into the media space, that other players that are still playing don't have this certain image of us where it looks like we just saying things or we're doing things for clickbait or for money, and we better than that. And I didn't want to be here to do this, but I'm giving you this as a gift for everything you meant to this game on the defensive end. But seriously though, you did mean a lot to this game, man. I got nothing but love. If you want to chat, you got some teammates that know my number. Or if you want to just keep talking about it, you can keep talking about it.
Long story short, I think it was just a situation that got blown out of proportion. There's obviously some context that we're missing out on. I mean, again, I think that is a little wild, especially somebody who has an NBA past, to talk about people are not happy playing with you, especially since Trae Young is looking for a contract extension. And you putting that out there, there's people that are going to find a little bit of credence to the things that you're saying. Again, a lot of people that are toting the title of new media are doing nothing different than the guys who were there that hadn't played in the NBA. So what's the difference really? Interesting conversation to have. End of the day, it's all about whether or not the guys in the All-Star team are playing hard. I think you can talk about a myriad of reasons, and I think Trae's right. At the end of the day, the only way you're going to have that discussion is truly by talking to the guys that are in the game, year in and year out, that aren't providing effort. There's guys that are in the game providing effort. But at the end of the day, I never think the All-Star game has ever been one where people were seriously going out there competing each and every second of the game. I think a lot of it was to celebrate the fans. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this one in the comments below.